Summoners, welcome back to the channel. So we're going to be talking about today how to cheese arena grinding for units. Basically, we're going to minimize our time and fights that we do in arenas to get a decent amount of units per week. In each arena, you have at least 1 to 2 milestones that require very minimal point values in order to reach them. So it also depends on boosts available in some of the arenas. So for example, the 3-star arena, your 3 stars, you can apply boosts to them. That also will determine how many fights you do. If you have at least 3 maxed out 3-star champions, using a multiplier of 3 boosts, if you have that available for each person, it'll only take 3 fights to reach the top milestone, which we'll get into that when we get to the 3-star arena on the video. So the same will go with the 4-star basic and 4-star featured arenas. Your 4 stars can have multipliers, and so can the 5 stars. So that'll also determine how many fights you actually do. However, this video that you're seeing before you is presenting this idea of how to do arenas for very little time and effort without using boosts. The video is only 15 minutes and I think 19 seconds, so the actual total time that I spent, because when I did the recording, I did this straight through. I started with the 2-star arena and went straight through until I claimed the final rewards for the 5-star arena, and it took me a total time of 22, I think it was like 22 and a half minutes or something like that. So it's not much time at all if you are busy or something, and you just can't, you just don't have the time to grind, or you just don't like grinding. Some people don't like grinding. I don't like grinding. But another thing to add for this video specifically is I will be fast forwarding a lot of the fights, so just to get through things a little bit quicker, so you don't have to watch a 22.5 minute video. So to start off, we got the 2-star arena here. Now the first milestone is 2,500 points. The second milestone is 5,000 points. The third milestone is 30,000 points. That is a very large jump, going from 5 to 30,000. So our goal is just to reach the 5,000 and quit. So depending on your roster, if you have maxed out 2 stars and you can reach that 5,000 mark in the 6 fights, then that's it. You're done and you can move on. Claim your units, move on. So now that that's over, we'll be moving on to the 3-star arena. Now the 3-star arena has the first milestone is 7,500, the second milestone is 15,000, and the third milestone is 80,000. Again, that's a very large gap from 2 to 3, so we don't want to take the time to have to do however many fights you can have to do to reach that third milestone. We just want to claim the first 2 easy ones that are simple to get to, very minimal fights, still give you a decent amount of units. Now with your boost, it took me 7 fights without boosts. If you have boosts available, it should only take you, with the 1.5 boost, it should only take you 6 fights. With the multiplier of 3, it should only take you 3 fights. Now again, this is all determined by your however many maxed out champions you have of the specific star rated champion for this arena. It also depends on who you have as a maxed out 3-star, because each champion has a prestige level. The higher the prestige, the more points you get when you use them. So if you were to have like the lowest prestige champions in this 3-star arena, it may take you more than 6 fights without boosts. If you have the highest, it may only take you 3.5 or 3, or I don't know, 3 to 5, 3 to 4. It just depends. I don't have the highest prestige level champions in 3 stars, so I really don't know. But maybe I'll do another video showing you guys that in the near future. So another thing to note is we are specifically trying to do very little fights and just reach these milestones and quit, claim the rewards and quit. So here in just a second, right here, we're about to do, we're very close to that second milestone. So we're just gonna do the Agent Venom here just to get the over that peak, and then the next two fights, just quit out of them. That's it. We're done. We don't have to do them. We're not trying to stay in here and grind them out. Doing those last two fights are not gonna bring me to the third milestone, so they're pointless. Another thing to take note is if you really don't like grinding and you don't want to do 22, 25 minutes straight of arenas, you don't have to do the arena all at once. Now, each of these arenas only takes 2 to 3 matches to reach the minimal milestone that has the minimal points. So if you really want, each arena is 3 days long and you have to do 3 matches. So you could just do 1 match in each arena each day and you'll reach the final milestone. It's also okay if you don't have enough maxed out champions to do the 2 to 3 runs. If you say, for example, in the 4-star arena, you only have 3 maxed out 4 stars. Well, day 1, you could do those 3, hit the request help button, and then hours later do that same 3 again. It's going to give you the maximum amount of points that you can. Or on the second day, they'll be refreshed whether you hit the help button or not, and you can do them again. So you don't have to do a full run straight. I did just to show you guys that it doesn't take that long, and myself hating to grind in arenas all the time, it's nothing to me anyways. If you don't have any maxed out champions, that's okay too. The milestones are still low enough that you can still reach them. It's just going to take you a little bit more fights. However, it won't take you nearly as many fights to get to that large gapped milestone. So as you can see here, we're at just over 29,000 and we're very close to the 35,000 mark, that second milestone that we want to cap at. So again, showing here, we're going to do the first fight with Black Widow, and then the next 2 fights we're going to quit because we just want that milestone, and she got us over that. So now we have currently 20, there's 25, and now we're at 35. So that's a good amount of units per arena 3 days. Again, by the time we get through to the end of the video, I'm going to show you guys how many units you guys have had total by doing all this, assuming you had the champions necessary to do all of the arenas. But doing this each week, twice a week, it does add up, along with the units that you probably get through the heroic and mastery difficulties, opening up the arena crystals and all that stuff. It really does add up, and it helps. This very little easy 22.5 minutes, 25 minutes, depending on your speed. But here with the 5-star champions in the arena for that 4-star featured, this is a perfect example of how your prestige affects how many points you get. Now, I don't have a video clip showing you what my previous run was, but before I ranked up my Thing and Phoenix to max level, it was taking me a total of 8 fights to reach that first milestone of 75,000 points. Now, after I got them ranked up, since their prestige were way higher than my previous champions, it actually only takes me 6 fights to do. Something that you can notice when you're doing the grinding of arenas, the first 2 to 3 matches, the opponents are very simple and easy, that you could, for the most part, you could actually just do a 4-hit combo, dash back, immediately go back in and do another 4 hits, and they won't block, they won't try to dodge you, they won't launch any specials, and you could end the fight very, very quickly. Sometimes they will block, and sometimes they will go back on you. But most of the time they don't, especially in the 2 and the 3-star arenas. So you could speed through this potentially. So with the last arena, it only took me a total of 9 fights to do using 6 stars. If you don't have any 6 stars, that's okay. It might take you an additional 3 to do it with maxed out 5 stars. But the milestone for the first one is 250,000, and then the very large gap of the second milestone is 1 million. Now for me, I don't have a full team of maxed out 6 stars, so I don't have the most potential points that I can have. So for me, I have to very carefully choose when to use my 3 maxed out 6 stars for optimal point value. If I do them right in the beginning, I probably won't reach the milestone in just the 9 fights. If you have more 6 stars at rank 2 than I do, it'll probably take you less. That's great. I suggest doing that over using 5 stars. If you don't have any 6 stars, it's okay. You can still use your 5 stars. It's just, again, going to take you longer to reach that first milestone, but still definitely worth it over time. So the total of number of units that you get for these 3 days of arena grinding is going to be 45. Now if you do that each arena for the whole week, that's going to be 90 total. If you want to get the additional 10 to make it an even 100 per week of units, then I would suggest that you go for that second milestone in the 5-star featured arena, the 1 million points, if you can. The reason that being is you're also going to be getting a greater arena boost crystal, which is going to give you your multiplier of arena points for your 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star. If that might be the most time consuming and number of fights, considering it is the largest gap of points. So if you don't want to do that, you might want to go for the 3-star, the 4-star arena. It might be a little bit quicker, it might be less fights. I'm not entirely sure, but the greater value would be going for that 1 million milestone, because you're also going to get that greater arena crystal, which is going to help you shorten fights in your 3-star arena, your 4 stars, basic and featured. And there you have it, guys. So that is how you make arena grinding very simple and quick, and still get a decent amount of units for potions or masteries, whatever you want to get in the game. But go ahead and like and comment and subscribe, and you guys have a nice day.